Part 63. From the City to the Strongest in the Universe. Author, G. Difeng Ren. Chapter 621. Yangyuan Star Continent, Milky Way, Solar System, Earth. At this time, a huge octopus exposed the tip of the iceberg somewhere on the Earth. And here, there is another woman. Li Yang, did something happen to you? You didn't even reply to the messages I sent you. Zhou Yao looked at the octopus in front of her and said quickly. Li Yang told her that the consciousness of the octopus clone was his consciousness. Zhou Yao. Writing this, I hope readers will remember our domain name Taiwan Novel Network. Rightward arrow circled M. Octopus clone Li Yang sent a message. I am now trapped in a place in the killing battlefield. I cannot come out for the time being, and I cannot contact the outside world. What? Upon hearing this, Zhou Yao's face suddenly showed panic. Is it life-threatening? She knew that Li Yang had been roaming the killing fields, and basically sent messages every day to confirm Li Yang's safety. There is no danger now, and it is very suitable for cultivation there. I estimate that I will have to practice in that space for a long time, octopus clone Li Yang said. So for the next time, I won't be able to enter the virtual world, and I won't be able to show up. Please restrain the people on Earth, keep a low profile, and don't get into trouble. Now Li Yang is trapped in that space, unable to contact the outside world, and he cannot enter the virtual world at all. If a big force is provoked and the other party wants to see Li Yang, but Li Yang cannot come out, this will definitely arouse some people's speculation. Did something happen to Li Yang? Of course, Li Yang is a disciple of the eternal ancestor, so even if he dies, he will be resurrected. But Li Yang, who was resurrected again, was no longer a genius. Li Yang didn't worry about anything else, he just worried about the Zunli family. He had not been very happy with the Zunli family before, and Luo Yu of the Zunli family was eventually imprisoned for 100 million years. Of course, Luo Yu was powerful and unstoppable in front of Li Yang at the beginning, but now Luo Yu, a god of the fourth element, would be killed instantly in front of Li Yang. However, once the news of his accident reaches Luo Yu's ears, who knows what measures Luo Yu will take. Of course, these are just a few worries of Li Yang, but it is still good to take precautions earlier. Hearing Li Yang say it was okay, Zhou Yao was slightly relieved, and she quickly said, Li Yang, don't worry, I will restrain the people on Earth and keep a low profile while you are trapped. Yeah, Li Yang nodded. In the boundless space, Li Yang also calmed down. Next, practice with peace of mind. My strength is still a little weak now. Before, he fought against the Blood Emperor of the Demon Clan, but he was still no match for the Blood Emperor. However, if Li Yang is given another 10 or 20 years, with his rate of progress, he will definitely be able to truly achieve the level of invincibility in the realm of gods. Next, Li Yang began preparations for long-term cultivation. And the news about this place spread quickly. A giant mouth of the abyss appeared around the ruins world of the sacred instrument section. All the gods who entered the ruins world of the sacred instrument sect were swallowed by the giant mouth of the abyss. There are tens of thousands of gods, the weakest are the gods of the 4th series, most are the gods of the 5th series, and there are even more than a dozen invincible gods in the god realm, including the invincible Thunderwood in the god realm that has just appeared in mankind. All lost got the trace. Have they all fallen? I don't know. None of the gods can be contacted at this time. Fortunately, we didn't enter the world of the sacred artifact sect's ruins. Me too. I was planning to enter before, but some things were delayed in the middle. I felt sorry before, but now it seems that it was best not to go in. In a short period of time, news about this place spread rapidly. Just kidding, the gods of the 5 series are the top combat power in the killing battlefield. If one of them dies, news will spread. But this time, tens of thousands of 5-element gods, thousands of 4-element gods, and even a dozen invincible gods all suddenly disappeared, and they may even all die. The tens of thousands of gods who disappeared are the core and most powerful group in the killing battlefield. With their disappearance, there are not many gods left in the 5 series of the killing fields. One can imagine how much shock this news will cause. It can be said that with the fall of this group of gods, the overall strength of the entire killing battlefield has been directly weakened a lot. 1 year, 2 years, 5 years. Even 10 years later, this news was still spreading, and within 10 years, powerful emperors and even masters came here one after another, but all the gods did not dare to take a step. Time is passing rapidly, and gradually, the world area of the sacred artifact Sex ruins has become a dangerous place, but gods have gradually come here. Time is enough to make everything dull. Just like that, 50 years passed in the blink of an eye. On the killing battlefield, a young human being was fighting fiercely with a demon god. The face of the monster god became uglier the more he fought. Damn it, where did this human come from? Is he so powerful? I have many trump cards, and I am considered to be at the top among the 4 gods. The human in front of me is fighting on par with me. His face darkened. In the core of the killing battlefield, gods of the 5 elements could be seen everywhere. In fact, outside the core of the killing battlefield, the number of ordinary gods, 2nd series gods, and 3rd series gods is the largest. As for the 4 element gods, they are very rare. Any of them is famous, and other gods will flee without hesitation when they meet them. But the demon clan strongman Xinyuan did not recognize the god in front of him at all. Humph! What if he is powerful? It happens that a 5-element god of our clan is here. This human is destined to fall. The demon clan strongman Xinyuan snorted in his heart. During the battle, if there are strong people of the same clan around, they will quickly contact for support. And after fighting for a minute, boom! An extremely terrifying wave came, and a figure came here at a very fast speed in the blink of an eye. This is a huge rat-like demon beast with small eyes, but the momentum wave emanating from his body is extremely powerful, completely reaching the level of a 5-element god. Although this is the most common 5-element god, it is the bottom in the core area of the killing battlefield, but outside the core area of the killing battlefield, it is the most powerful existence. Human, the demon clan 5-element god Shuyi looked indifferent, and he directly launched the most powerful attack as soon as he arrived. A huge blade light came out and slashed directly at the human youth. Seeing this attack, the human youth's face remained calm. Swish! A long sword appeared in his hand, and the long sword was swung, and a sword light suddenly came out. This sword light quickly enlarged, covering the entire sky, and completely collided with the blade light. Boom! A deafening sound came, and an extremely terrifying momentum wave was released crazily around, and the 2 attacks were directly annihilated after the collision. End of this chapter. From the city to the strongest in the universe. Author, G. Difeng Ren. Chapter 622. Empty Sword Technique. At this time, the attack of the rat was destroyed, and his eyes suddenly showed an extremely shocked and angry look. Diamond suit, diamond suit. Human Hungsu. You are human Hungsu. Empty sword technique is a sword technique that is extremely difficult to practice in the universe, but after successful practice, its power is also terrifying. This is also the famous attack of the human peerless genius Hungsu. The 5-element god of the demon race, the rat, was shocked and angry. How is it possible? Human Hungsu, how many years have you practiced, and your strength can match mine? Even if he is the weakest among the 5-element gods, he is also a 5-element god. And the human Hungsu has only practiced for more than 100 years, and his strength can completely match him. What? This human is the human race's peerless genius Hungsu. At this time, the 4-element god of the demon race, Xinyuan, also showed an extremely shocked look on his face. It took him tens of millions of years to reach this level of strength. The human Hongsu practiced for more than 100 years, and his strength is stronger than him. What kind of practice speed is this? While he was shocked, the demon clan Hyunyi's face changed again and again. He looked at Hongsu and said angrily, "Human Hongsu, don't think of escaping when you show up this time." Boom! His aura completely exploded and attacked Hongsu. His heart was full of murderous intent. With such a powerful talent, the human Hongsu must not be left alive. Otherwise, the human race would definitely have an extremely powerful existence. Hearing the words of the demon clan rat, Hongsu said calmly, "Demon clan, you have always wanted to kill me, but unfortunately, you can't kill me at all." His words undoubtedly acknowledged his identity. Rampant. The demon clan rat said angrily. He attacked Hongsu, trying to entangle him, and at the same time he was quickly contacting the strong men in his own clan. However, after only fighting for more than 10 seconds, Hongsu stopped fighting and turned away. "Human Hongsu, stay here," the demon clan Shuyi said angrily. However, despite his full efforts, he still could not affect Hongsu. After just a few seconds, Hongsu's figure completely disappeared. Damn it! Watching Hongsu completely disappear, the demon clan Hanyi's face was so gloomy that water could drip out. "Shuyi." Another god Xinyuan flew over and hurriedly said, "Shuyi, what should we do now?" He knew that the human Hongsu had the strength of a 5-element god in a short period of time, which was definitely not a good thing for the demon clan. Shuyi's face was gloomy, and he said, "Report the news immediately. The human Hongsu has grown too fast. He has reached this point in just over 100 years. If he is given some more time, won't he become an emperor?" He reported the news immediately without any hesitation. The demon clan, the emperor of Manyuan, is dealing with various things. Another news? Or is it urgent news? The emperor of Manyuan clicked on the message. He is responsible for some matters of foreign races. Usually, there are many gods to assist him in classifying various messages. Some unimportant ones are handled by himself, and some important ones are reported to him. But some particularly urgent messages can be sent directly to him. Of course, this message must be very important, otherwise, if it is just a small matter and an urgent message is sent to him, wasting his time, it will be punished. The emperor of Manyuan looked at it, and his eyes immediately showed shock and anger. What? Human Hongsu now has the strength of 5 series gods. More than 60 years ago, human Hongsu was first discovered in the killing battlefield. At that time, he could defeat 3 series gods, which caused their demon race and other major races to jointly encircle and suppress. After that, human Hongsu disappeared, and now it appears again, and his strength has skyrocketed again. Damn, how did he practice? How long has it been? It is more difficult to improve strength as time goes by. Every genius will improve rapidly in the early stage, but in the end, they will either stop at the peak of the world realm or stop at the god realm. It took only more than 60 years for the human Hongsu to go from the strength of a 3-element god to the strength of a 5-element god. And now, the total cultivation time of the human Hongsu is only more than 100 years. In such a short time, to match the 5-element god. This is simply unimaginable. The human Hongsu must die. Mangjai Yuan's face was full of shock and anger. The younger, the stronger, and the greater the threat. It's only been more than 100 years and he has such strength. If human Hongsu is given more time, how far will human Hongsu grow? It is estimated that the emperor is just the beginning of human Hongsu. In shock and anger, Manyuan immediately reported the news. At this time, Hongsu is so powerful, he has not much to do. After all, he can only give orders to gods. And most gods will not be his opponents for Hongsu, a 5-element god. Boom. After reporting, an extremely huge python descended in the area where Mang Yuen was located. The entire void seemed unable to withstand the oppression of the python and continued to collapse. It was the demon snake master of the demon clan who descended. Mang Yuen, you said that human Hongsu now has the strength of a five-element god, the demon snake master asked. Yes, master, this is a video of the battle between human Hongsu and the five-element gods of our clan. Mang Yuen said respectfully. A video appeared instantly, showing the battle between Hongsu and the demon Ji. Mang Yuen said quickly, Master, this human Hongsu has made great progress. He has only been practicing for over 100 years. If he continues to grow like this, the human race will have another top-level warrior. I know, the demon snake master nodded. He looked at the video, with a cold look in his eyes. I will instruct the emperors of our demon clan who are on the killing battlefield to go find human Hongsu, and some emperors from the clan will also go. Emperor, hearing this, Mang Yuen looked at the demon snake master. With Hongsu's strength, in order to prevent accidents, it is best for the emperor to take action. The demon snake master said in a deep voice, of course, don't let this news leak out. The emperor of our clan also acted secretly. If their demon emperors go to deal with Hyugzu, a human who only has the world realm, openly and honestly, this will definitely hit the bottom line, and there is no way they can do this. If you want to kill the human Hyugzu, you have to do it secretly and not let other ethnic groups know about it. A hint of killing intent flashed in the eyes of the demon master. With Hongsu's talent, maybe the human race may have another master in the future. Master, Mang Yuen was shocked again. Humph. In just over 100 years, human beings have reached this point. Even if he becomes a master in the future, no one will think it is impossible. It was precisely because Hongsu had the possibility of becoming a master that he decided to send a large number of emperors to specifically surround and kill Hongsu. In addition, spread the news and let other major ethnic groups know. The demonic snake lord said coldly, the Sky Dragon tribe, the Metal tribe, the Thunder Star Beast tribe, they don't want humanity to have another ruler in the future, right? End of chapter. You are listening to novels at Bless Up channel. Wish you happiness and luck. Please subscribe to receive new novels. How do you feel about this novel? Please like and leave a comment. From the city to the strongest in the universe. Author, Ji Difeng Ren. Chapter 623. The demonic snake lord's eyes were cold. There is no friendship at all between the major ethnic groups in the universe, only interests. For the sake of profit, we can make a temporary alliance, and for the sake of profit, we can also fall out at any time. No alien race wants the human race to have another universe master. If any ethnic group, including humans and monsters, has an additional universe master, the strength of that ethnic group will immediately increase. Yes, Lord Demon Snake. After hearing the instructions from the demonic snake lord, the Mang Yuen emperor immediately nodded. Then, he quickly went to make arrangements. And with the deliberate spread of the demon clan, the news about human beings' confusion spread throughout the entire universe in a short period of time. Has the power of human beings reached the level of gods of the 5 series? How is it possible? Is this news false? This is coming from the Monster Clan. The Monster Clan has decided to send a large number of gods from the 5 elements to deal with Hongsu. Oh my god, human beings have only been practicing for more than 100 years, right? In more than 100 years, their strength can rival the gods of the 5 elements. Even if cultivation is as simple as eating and drinking water for human Hongsu, it's impossible for human Hongsu to progress that fast, right? As the news spread, it immediately caused shock among countless ethnic groups. No matter how talented a person is, there is always a limit, and the rate of progress shown by human beings has exceeded this limit. How long is more than 100 years? To the gods, it was a blink of an eye. Anyone who becomes a god of the 5 series within 100,000 years can be called a peerless genius. And in just over 100 years, he quickly became a god of the 5 series from the weakest. The difference between the two is 1,000 times. This is simply a miracle of the universe. Kill. Humans can't be left alone. My clan also pays attention to the movements of human beings. If we find anything, we will announce it immediately. If this continues, the human race will at least have one more emperor. There may even be one more master in the future. Master, the human race is already so powerful. We must not allow them to have another master. At the same time that the news was shocked, many ethnic groups had murderous intentions towards human beings. This is also the purpose of the demon clan. Next, emperors from other ethnic groups may go out to find human Hyugzu. This news spread not only among the major alien races, but also spread crazily within the human race. Hongsu has become a god of the 5 elements. Oh my god, this strength has improved so fast. The genius who is in the same class as Hongsu has just broken through to the Star-Lord realm. He has just left the eternal temple of the human race and is preparing for 1,000 years of training in the Star-Lord realm. There is such a huge gap between geniuses in the same class. Countless powerful humans marveled at Hongsu's progress. Diamond suit, diamond suit, diamond suit. A giant force like the eternal temple of the human race cultivates the top group of geniuses in the human race for 100 years in the Wanchao realm, and 1,000 years in the Star-Lord realm. After that, the world realm allows the geniuses to explore on their own. When talking about Hongsu, many people unconsciously mentioned Li Yang. Hongsu's strength has improved so fast, what about Li Yang? How is his strength now? Li Yang's progress was even faster than that of Hongsu before, right? Li Yang and Hongsu broke through to the world realm almost at the same time. They both passed the 40th step of the road to God at that time, and their strengths were similar. I don't know. There is no news about Li Yang right now. Countless people are discussing. At this time, the senior officials of the Eternal Temple of Humanity and a group of emperors were even discussing. Hongsu is really unbelievable. He has made such rapid progress in such a short period of time. It is estimated that it will not take long, at most within 10,000 years, Hongsu will definitely be on the same level as us. It's progressing so fast. Haha, Emperor Zhongyan, it seems that you lost the bet on who is stronger between Hongsu and Li Yang. Although there is no news about Li Yang now, there is no doubt that Hongsu's strength will definitely improve faster. If you lose, you lose. In just over 100 years, I became a god of the 5 elements. I lost unjustly. And I am also happy that a peerless genius like Huangsu has appeared in our human race. At the beginning, the talent selection process of Li Yang and Hongsu ranked among the top in the entire history of the human race in terms of quality. And 2 peerless geniuses appeared in that session. As soon as Hongsu entered the eternal temple of the human race, the Wanchao realm caused the Lord to descend and accept him as a disciple. And Li Yang was not top-notch at first, but then he improved faster and faster, and even caught up with Hongsu. In the end, he was accepted as a disciple by the eternal ancestor, one of the strongest people in the human race. The talents of the two naturally attracted the attention of many powerful people in the human race and even placed bets. This bet is about who will progress faster, Li Yang or Hongsu. Now it seems that the strong men who bet on Hongsu undoubtedly won. Just kidding, when he breaks through to the world realm, Hongsu's strength is close to that of a second-line god. And in just 6 or 70 years after breaking through the world realm, he could rival the gods of the 5 series. What kind of rate of progress is this? What genius can surpass that? Things about Hongsu are spreading wildly, and it is unlikely that they will calm down in a short time. At this time, in that boundless space, another genius Li Yang, who was talked about by everyone, was still silently comprehending the secrets of the law. He looked towards the void, looking at the fragments of the fusion law. The effect has been reduced. Continue with the next one. Li Yang felt that there was not much effect, so he directly prepared the next fusion law fragment comprehension. For 50 years, he had comprehended them one by one. Li Yang, how is your understanding of the law now? Just when he was looking for the next fragment of the secret pattern of the fusion law, Han Mo's voice suddenly sounded in Li Yang's mind. What is the specific situation? Hearing Han Mo's question, Li Yang showed a smile on his face. The fire law is not far from the fourth mystery of the fire armor body. In addition, I have mastered the third mystery of the time law and the dark law. I have also comprehended half of the third mystery of the space law and the lightning law. In 50 years, Li Yang has made amazing progress. There are only 4 mysteries in the fire law. If Li Yang masters them all, he can directly choose to break through to the God realm. In addition, the understanding of the law is only the foundation, and Li Yang's strength has also made great progress. The simple understanding of the law is actually not much help to his strength, but as the understanding of the law deepens, he can continue to refine the blood of the ancestor dragon. In 50 years, Li Yang has refined 2 drops of the blood of the ancestor dragon. And his strength has completely reached the invincible level of the God realm. In fact, he is stronger than the average invincible God realm. At least, if he meets the Blood Emperor of the Demon Clan again, Li Yang will definitely not be weaker than him. Well, it's good to be able to master it soon. Han Mo nodded and said, I'll tell you a piece of news, the front is the end. From the city to the strongest in the universe. Author, G. Difeng Ren. Chapter 624. Huh? The end. Li Yang was stunned for a moment after hearing Han Mo's words. For 50 years, he has been advancing in this space, but this space is still boundless. In Li Yang's subconscious mind, he feels that this space seems to have no end. And now there is an end? After hearing this, Li Yang was slightly stunned, and then his eyes suddenly showed joy. Can I go out? Even if his laws have made great progress here, he has been trapped for 50 years, and Li Yang is eager to go out at this time. After all, he has been unable to contact the outside world here. Han Mo, where is the direction of the portal? Li Yang asked hurriedly. Han Mo said, you just fly forward. Li Yang nodded, stayed in the space bead and continued to fly forward. Soon, his soul finally found a white portal. The whole portal stood there, for some reason. And Li Yang exuded his soul, wanting to check the situation behind the white portal, but he could not see anything at all. Looking at the white portal through this space, what he found was still this space. Let's go. Li Yang paused for a moment and flew behind the white door. Trapped for so many years, he didn't see any exit, and he didn't know how many years he would be trapped. Seeing the exit in front of him, Li Yang couldn't choose to stay any longer. Whoosh! His figure swept and entered the white portal directly. What Li Yang didn't know was that in addition to him, tens of thousands of other gods were also trapped in an endless space. And the environment they were in was similar to his. At this time, the same situation appeared in the space where those gods were. Hey, a white portal appeared here. Can I go out? Haha, great. 50 years, no contact with the outside world, the tribe is probably dead, right? Seeing this white portal, tens of thousands of gods who were already a little desperate suddenly showed excitement in their eyes. Li Yang was flying slowly, and most of the time he stopped to comprehend the fragments of the fusion law. And these tens of thousands of 4 series gods and 5 series gods, many of them were flying frantically, trying to find a way out. After 50 years of flying, with their strength, you can imagine how big the area they explored is, but they still haven't found any exit. They can't find the exit, can't contact anyone, and there is only them in the boundless space. You can imagine how they feel. The more they searched, the more desperate they became. They all thought they would be trapped here forever. Let's go. These strong men also entered the white portal without hesitation. After Li Yang entered the white portal, he felt a move in his heart, and he appeared in a huge space. Huh? Are there other gods? After arriving here, Li Yang's heart moved. In addition to him, there are dozens of alien gods here. Swish. 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 Not only that, there are other gods appearing here. Dozens, hundreds, thousands. In a short time, the number of gods here has reached tens of thousands. Are there other gods? Are we all moved together? Where is this place? There was a lot of noise around. At this time, Li Yang thought to himself, were other gods also trapped in that space before? The ones who were moved out were undoubtedly the strong men of the human race. Li Yang communicated with them and they all knew their situations. Why are all the gods trapped in that space alone? Li Yang thought to himself. While thinking, Li Yang suddenly looked in a certain direction. There, a monster with an extremely ferocious appearance appeared. It looked like the Blood Emperor of the Monster Clan. At this time, the Blood Emperor of the Monster Clan had a cautious look on his face and looked around. It was obvious that he was not clear about the surrounding situation. And his eyes quickly found Li Yang. Human lame you. The moment he saw Li Yang, the Blood Emperor of the Monster Clan suddenly showed an extremely fierce look in his eyes. Even though he had been trapped for 50 years, he still had murderous intent towards Li Yang. He, the invincible king of the God realm, had been on the battlefield of killing for billions of years and had never been defeated by any god, but he was constantly defeated by Li Yang. Seeing the ferocious look on the face of the Demon Blood Emperor, Li Yang smiled. He made a gesture of stretching out his hand to wipe his neck towards the Demon Blood Emperor, and then the corner of his mouth slightly lifted, revealing a sarcastic smile. This made the Demon Blood Emperor's killing intent suddenly increase. Damn human lame you. He emitted fluctuations and wanted to attack Li Yang, but suddenly found that his strength was completely suppressed and he couldn't even activate the law. What's going on? Upon noticing this situation, the face of the Demon Blood Emperor changed. He wanted to kill Li Yang immediately, but his strength couldn't be activated. On the other side, Li Yang retracted his gaze. He knew that he couldn't activate his strength before. So many gods have been moved out. It seems that everyone was just trapped before, and no one died. So what is the purpose of the abyss swallowing us? Li Yang thought to himself. The abyss seemed to have no malice. After all, any crisis will lead to the death of gods, but none of them died. Thinking in his heart, the gods continued to appear. Finally, tens of thousands of gods appeared, and no one died. They all came out. There are so many of us, and no one died. If that's the case, what is the purpose of the abyss's mouth to catch us? At this time, the other gods were also full of doubts and kept discussing. No one present was stupid. If there was any malicious intent, they would have attacked them long ago. But if there was no malicious intent, there must be a special purpose, but they didn't know what purpose they had except being trapped in that boundless space. Buzz. Just then, a strange wave suddenly emanated, and then countless light spots suddenly appeared. These light spots continued to condense, and finally a figure appeared. To be precise, it is not possible to see its specific appearance clearly. It is vague, like a human, a monster, a metal race, etc. What is this? A consciousness appeared. Is it this consciousness that caught us in? Seeing this figure, many people's faces changed slightly. The figure looked at everyone and finally said, "Yes, I prepared a test that I thought would take a long time for someone to complete, but I didn't expect someone to do it in just 50 years. Test? What test? I don't know, this consciousness has never appeared before. What is going on?" Hearing the words of the phantom, the many gods present were even more confused. Thanks to 0 ATA for the 100 reward, thank you. From the city to the strongest in the universe. Author, G. Difeng Ren. Chapter 625. After hearing the words of the phantom, many gods present were even more confused. One god asked boldly, "My lord, I wonder what test you left behind before." The phantom said, "I will give each of you a space with fragments of fusion laws in it. If you can comprehend a considerable part of the fragments of fusion laws, then you have completed the test. After completing the test, I will have a corresponding reward." Fragments of fusion laws? It's that. Who completed it? Reward, what is the reward? In fact, quite a few gods have guessed the test. After all, there is nothing special in that boundless space. The only special thing is the fragments of fusion laws. However, the difficulty of comprehending fusion laws is much more difficult than a single law. So even if they know those fragments of fusion laws, almost all gods find it difficult to comprehend anything from them. Even if they can comprehend, very few can comprehend. It was difficult to comprehend the fusion law, and what they saw was still fragmentary, so the difficulty of comprehending was naturally deepened again. Even if it was a difficult math problem, there were 100 steps to solve it, and only one step came out in the middle. Who could understand it? Therefore, knowing that they could not comprehend it, many gods gave up and tried their best to find a way out. Of course, some gods also made some progress. After all, everyone who could grow to this point was a genius at the beginning. I have comprehended some from those fragments of the fusion law. Will I be the one who passed the test? Some powerful gods who had gained some insights from those fragments of the fusion law showed a hint of expectation in their eyes. Under the eyes of everyone, the phantom waved his right hand, and then a ball of light appeared in front of many gods. "This is the reward after passing my test." Everyone was looking at the ball of light. Under their eyes, the light gradually dissipated, and then a strange token appeared in everyone's eyes. This token was only the size of a palm, showing 7 colors, and it also emitted a strange fluctuation. Overall, the token seems to be nothing special, but when the people below saw the token, their eyes suddenly turned red. Is this the fusion law inheritance token? Really, a 7-color token, this kind of fluctuation? It must be the fusion law inheritance token. Oh my God, this reward! All the 4 series gods and 5 series gods' eyes suddenly turned red, full of excitement. Diamond suit, diamond suit, diamond suit, diamond suit. To become a god, you need to comprehend a single law, but to become an emperor, you need to comprehend the fusion law. But the comprehension of the fusion law is many times more difficult than that of a single law. How many peerless geniuses made amazing progress in the early stage, and even quickly became gods, but then they could no longer make progress and were blocked by the fusion law. Regarding the fusion law, even the human race and the demon race, which are at the top of the universe, do not have a very perfect inheritance place, and the inheritance effect is not good. But in the universe, there is a super inheritance place that is well known to countless races. Among the many races in the universe, no race can present the inheritance of the fusion law, but that super inheritance place has done it, and it is a perfect inheritance. Fusion inheritance of space and time laws. Fusion inheritance of space and fire laws. Fusion inheritance of time and light laws. Not only can the law fusion path of any 2 laws find the corresponding inheritance, but the effect exceeds that of all the races in the universe. If a god can enter that super inheritance place, the difficulty of breaking through to become an emperor will be reduced by at least 100 times or 1,000 times. 100 times or 1,000 times. What is this concept? Many gods present can become 4 series gods and 5 series gods, and their talents are actually needless to say. It is actually possible for them to become emperors, but the probability is very low, probably less than 1 in 1,000. This probability can be imagined to be pitifully low. However, in that super inheritance place, the probability of 1 in 1,000 is increased by 1,000 times, that is 100%. It can be said that any god present, if he enters that super inheritance place with the inheritance token of the fusion law, has at least a 50% chance of breaking through to become an emperor. No matter which one of the tens of thousands of gods, there is at least a 50% chance. The effect is so good that of course all the powerful gods want to enter, but they are just thinking about it. To enter the place where the fusion law is inherited, you need the fusion law inheritance token. The gods are invincible and are the strongest in the killing battlefield. Fighting with others has almost no sharpening effect, but why do they still stop at the core of the killing battlefield? It is because they are looking for the fusion law inheritance token. It can be said that many powerful gods of the 5 elements are concentrated in that core area, all for the fusion law inheritance token. Put your hope on the fusion law inheritance token. As long as you get it, you can become the emperor. Looking at it, among the tens of thousands of gods, the demon blood emperor, the human sword emperor, etc., all have extremely eager eyes. It turned out to be the fusion law inheritance token. The demon blood emperor was ecstatic and his eyes were full of expectations. I have made some progress in the fusion law fragments. Maybe I passed the test. He looked eager, not only him, but also other invincible gods thought so. Of course, not only them, but all the gods present thought so. Originally, they thought they were facing an unknown crisis, but it turned out to be a great opportunity. Before, if the opportunity of the inheritance token of the law of fusion here and the opportunity of the holy weapon of the holy weapon sect appeared at the same time, and they were asked to choose, it is estimated that all the gods present would choose here without hesitation. Strength is the foundation. As for treasures, when the strength is strong, what can't be obtained? At this time, Li Yang's eyes also had a hint of surprise. It turned out to be the inheritance token of the law of fusion. He was surprised in his heart, and obviously had no idea that the terrifying abyss mouth actually brought them to this huge opportunity. Li Yang boy, it's really a pillow when you are sleepy. You are really lucky. You are about to become a god, and the inheritance token of the law of fusion will be delivered to you Hun Mo side in the soul crystal. He knew that Li Yang had been comprehending the law of fusion for 50 years. If anyone present had to say who passed the test, he thought it would definitely be Li Yang. Li Yang communicated with Hun Mo in his heart, the result has not come out yet, it may not be me, Hun Mo, be more stable. Steady. Your heart beats much faster, and you still say you are stable. Hearing Li Yang's words, Hun Mo rolled his eyes. End of this chapter. You are listening to Novels at Bless Up channel. Wish you happiness and luck. Please subscribe to receive new novels. How do you feel about this novel? Please like and leave a comment. From the city to the strongest in the universe. Author, G. Difeng Ren. Chapter 626. Li Yang did not speak. He was a little nervous at this time. Diamond suit. Of course he wanted the fusion law inheritance token that could help him break through to the emperor level. His many clones could make him easily become a god, but he was not 100% sure about the emperor. It just so happened that he was about to become a god. If he entered that super inheritance place, it would be very easy for him to become an emperor. The two of them communicated instantly, and everyone around was looking at the phantom. The phantom glanced at the tens of thousands of gods present and said, "This is the fusion law inheritance token. The test I set this time is also a screening for the inheritance quota, and the one who completes the test is." At this point, everyone's heart was raised to their throats. It's me, it must be me. All the gods were looking forward to it. In tribes such as the human race and the demon race, gods are considered middle level, and only by becoming an emperor can they become high-level tribes. Like the human race, there are a lot of gods in total, at least more than 1 billion. However, there are not many emperor-level masters, no more than 10,000 at most. The vast human race has no more than 10,000 Emperor-level masters, which shows the content of the Emperor level. In the eyes of everyone, the shadow looked directly at a place, which was exactly the direction where Li Yang was. "You are very good," the shadow said. Is the shadow talking to the human Lei Mu? Not necessarily, there are other gods next to Lei Mu. Not in my direction, I have no hope. Seeing the shadow's gaze, many strong men also looked at it and saw Li Yang at a glance. Human Lei Mu, the blood emperor of the demon clan, looked at Li Yang, the expectation in his eyes disappeared, and he frowned slightly. The shadow was obviously not looking in his direction, so he couldn't be the one who completed the test. He stared at Li Yang with a gloomy look. He was full of murderous intent towards Li Yang. Even if the fusion law inheritance token was obtained by any god present, he didn't want Li Yang to get it. It must not be the human Lei Mu. There are 5 gods around him, it must be them. The demon blood emperor thought to himself. However, after he finished speaking, the shadow waved his right hand, and then, in front of everyone, Li Yang flew out uncontrollably and came directly in front of the shadow. And the token also came in front of Li Yang. You have completed the test, and this fusion law inheritance token is yours. Boom. The announcement of this result immediately caused a commotion at the scene. It's really the human Lei Mu. He passed the test. For a moment, all the gods looked at Li Yang, their eyes full of unwillingness. This token, everyone wants to get it. At this time, after hearing the words of the shadow, the demon blood emperor's face instantly became gloomy as if water could drip. Damn it, this human Lei Mu actually completed the test? Why is it him? He roared in anger in his heart. After getting the token, he will most likely become an emperor in the future. Will Li Yang, whom he wanted to kill immediately, soon become an emperor? The unwillingness of the crowd did not affect Li Yang at all. At this time, Li Yang's face was full of joy. Although he was confident that it should be himself, he was very surprised when the result was really announced. He clenched his right hand, and then the token in front of him was directly grabbed by him, and a wonderful wave flashed. Under this wave, Li Yang vaguely sensed a distant place. If nothing unexpected happens, that place is the place of super inheritance of the fusion law, Li Yang said secretly in his heart. The token was quickly put into the space ring, and looking at the shadow, Li Yang thank you for the gift, sir. The shadow said calmly, I gave all the gods present a chance, and only you completed the test, so that's what you deserve. Hearing this, many gods present clenched their fists, feeling regretful, remorseful, and unwilling. If they had known about this test earlier, they would not have wasted any time to comprehend those fragments of the fusion law. However, now that they just knew the content of this test, they did not expect that the test would end. This feeling is too uncomfortable. The purpose of all the gods present to stay in the killing battlefield is actually to get the fusion law inheritance token, which is what they most desire. But the opportunity is right in front of them, they missed it, and wasted a lot of time doing things other than the test. Okay, the token has been selected, and I will close it here, the shadow said. Hearing this, many gods present suddenly brightened their eyes and looked at Li Yang. Although the fusion law inheritance token was obtained by the human Lei Mu, it does not necessarily belong to him if it is on him. Yes, after we go out, as long as we kill the human Lei Mu, the token will belong to us. Kill the human Lei Mu. The eyes of many alien gods flashed with murderous intent. They all wanted to get the fusion law inheritance token. And this token was in Li Yang's hands, so they couldn't be blamed. Especially the blood emperor of the demon clan, who stared at Li Yang with a fierce light flashing in his eyes. Humph. As if aware of the thoughts of the gods present, the phantom snorted coldly. He looked at Li Yang and said, I will move you out, and there will be a defensive film in the surrounding area. Even the emperor can't get inside the defensive film, so you can stay in the film and wait for the arrival of the strong men of your own clan. Just now, Li Yang's heart was also a little heavy. Will this phantom randomly move us out again? After all, if he encounters the previous situation again and is moved out, although he is not afraid of any gods with his strength, he is definitely not a match for the emperor. If there is an emperor of a foreign race in the place where he is moved, he will definitely come to deal with him immediately. Before, only the blood emperor of the demon race had murderous intentions towards him, but now, all the foreign races must want to deal with him. It can be said that as long as there is an emperor of a foreign race nearby, he will definitely be dealt with as soon as possible. However, Li Yang was delighted when he heard the words of the phantom. He looked at the phantom and hurriedly said, "Thank you for your protection, sir." At this time, Li Yang was happy. Haha, as long as the emperor doesn't come, I, Li Yang, will no longer be afraid. The emperor can't come in, and Li Yang doesn't worry about other gods at all. Well, go. The phantom didn't say anything more, waved his right hand, and then Li Yang's figure disappeared directly. Swish. 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 Not only him, but also the gods of other major tribes were like this, and their figures all disappeared in an instant. In the blink of an eye, tens of thousands of powerful gods disappeared, and in the entire space, only the shadow stood silently. He whispered softly, "World realm. Interesting." Buzz. After muttering, the shadow disappeared directly. The entire space was empty, as if nothing had happened. Thanks to Zero Eta for the 100 rewards, thank you. End of this chapter. From the City to the Strongest in the Universe. Author, G. Difeng Ren. Chapter 627. Brush. 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 In the void outside, gods appear one after another. I came out. These gods looked outside, and the scene outside was exactly the scene around the ruins of the sacred artifact sect. As they came out, their messages kept ringing. These were sent to them by others before, but they were trapped in space and could not receive them at all. Apparently, they now have contact with the outside world again. Contact the clan. There should be an emperor from my tribe nearby. Contact us quickly. This time we must kill the human Lameu and get the fusion law inheritance token. One by one, the gods sent messages quickly. The first thing that came out at this time was that these gods were preparing to kill Li Yang. Streams of information were continuously sent out, and then the entire universe became agitated again. 50 years ago, tens of thousands of the top gods in the killing field all disappeared and were completely unreachable, causing a huge shock. And now, these tens of thousands of gods appear again. At this time, the most sensational news in the killing battlefield is undoubtedly about the peerless human genius Hun Su, which has been spreading these days. At this time, the reappearance of tens of thousands of top gods suppressed the human confusion in a short period of time. Monster Clan, Emperor Mangyuan has joy in his eyes. All the gods of our demon tribe came out safely. Among the many gods of the 4th and 5th series who entered the world of the sacred artifact sect's ruins, their demon clan had the largest number. After all these gods disappeared, their demon clan's losses were naturally the greatest. Originally, they had been mentally prepared for the death of all these gods, but now these gods were resurrected and returned, and of course they were happy. Emperor Mangyuan, after we disappeared, we entered a special space, where there are inheritance fragments of the law of fusion. The Blood Emperor of the Demon Clan looked at the Mangyuan Emperor and quickly explained the matter. What? After hearing the words of the Demon Blood Emperor, Emperor Mangyuan's expression kept changing. You are conducting a test, and the reward after the test is completed is the Fusion Law Inheritance Token? Now the Fusion Law Inheritance Token has been obtained by human Lameu. Emperor Mangyuan's face kept changing. The inheritance token of the fusion law, of course he knows what it means to the ethnic group. The Blood Emperor of the Demon Clan hurriedly said, "Emperor Mangyuan, I am going to immediately surround and kill the human Lemu. However, in the outside world, there is a layer of film that protects the human Lemu. The Emperor of this film cannot enter." Emperor Mangyuan turned his eyes and was about to say something. Boom! Suddenly, an extremely terrifying wave came, and a giant python appeared across the sky. The whole world trembled under the body of the giant python. Seeing this figure, the Mangyuan Emperor and the demonic Blood Emperor quickly said respectfully, "I have seen the demonic Snake Lord." The demon Snake Master looked at the two people below and said with a cold expression, "I will immediately arrange for all the emperors of my clan at the killing battlefield to try to break the film. In addition, I am 3 days away from the killing battlefield. I will come here in person." A fusion law inheritance token is equivalent to an emperor. There are no more than 10,000 emperors in the monster clan, so of course they value this token. Hearing this, the Blood King of the demon race said in surprise, "When Lord Overlord comes, there is absolutely no chance for human Limu to survive." The demon Snake Master's eyes were as deep as water and said, "The prerequisite for me to come is that you completely entangle human Lemu and prevent him from leaving that space. Otherwise, if the strong humans pass in advance, human Lemu will still be taken away by them. Walk. If the powerful human emperor passes by and Li Yang directly chooses to go out and make peace with the human emperor, they will not be able to resist him at all." In the killing battlefield, the time for those emperors to go was definitely much shorter than him. No matter how strong he was, 10 days was too long. He left before he reached Li Yang, which of course was of no use. So, the first plan is to try to kill the human Lemu. The demon Snake Master said in a deep voice, "If we fail to kill him, the second plan is to completely entangle human Li Yang and prevent him from getting out." That membrane prevented the foreign emperor from entering to deal with Li Yang, but it also blocked the human emperor. Therefore, as long as they completely entangle Li Yang in the space, they will not let Li Yang get close to the thin film. Even if the human emperors came, or even arrived in advance, Li Yang couldn't make peace with them. In this case, everything will become a foregone conclusion when his demon Snake Master arrives. One of his powerful masters happened to be out at this time, and it was not far from the killing battlefield, so he could reach the killing battlefield in just 3 days. As for the human race's dominator-level powerhouse, he happens to be very close to the killing battlefield. The probability is too low. Yes, the demon Snake Master. Upon hearing the order from the demonic Snake Lord, the demonic Blood King nodded quickly. "I will completely stop human Lemu and not let him leave that space." At this time, the demon Blood Emperor's eyes were obviously filled with excitement. If the leader of their group is dispatched, it will be impossible for human Lemu to escape. After you get that fusion law inheritance token, who will the clan give it to you? At this time, the leader of the demon clan couldn't help but think in his heart. If he can get the fusion law inheritance token, he is 100% confident to break through and become an emperor. The killing battlefield, the core place, the area where the sacred artifact sect ruins world is located. Brush. In the void, Li Yang's figure appeared. In the surrounding void, figures continued to appear. When they saw Li Yang, several of them flew over immediately. "It's the human Lemu. Quick, stop him. Don't let him escape. The fusion law inheritance token must belong to our tribe." Boom. 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 The gods' eyes were filled with madness, and the momentum fluctuations on their bodies completely exploded, flying towards Li Yang. The fusion law inheritance token, as long as they get it, they will be the emperor. There were a total of 19 gods around, and 9 of them attacked him at this time. As they flew over, they shouted angrily, "Human Lemu, hand over the fusion law inheritance token. If you don't, you will die here today." A series of angry voices resounded through the void. Looking at these flying gods, Li Yang's face suddenly turned cold. Looking for death. He clenched his right hand, and a long spear appeared in his hand, which was the Suanmi spear. Swish. The spear swung, and a beam of light suddenly pierced through the body of a god. Not good. The god's face changed drastically, and he wanted to dodge, but he couldn't dodge at all, and the spear beam completely pierced his body. No. The alien god's eyes showed a look of fear, and then the fluctuations of his aura dissipated like a tide. From the city to the strongest in the universe. Author, G. Difeng Ren. Chapter 628. I hope readers will remember our domain name Taiwan Novel Network rightward arrow. After killing a god in seconds, Li Yang attacked again, and the spear light passed through the body of another god. That god was also killed directly. Killed in seconds, 2 attacks, 2 powerful 5-element gods fell directly. In a short moment, seeing the 2 5-element gods being killed in seconds, the faces of the other 7 gods suddenly changed, and their eyes showed great fear, and they fled in all directions at a rapid speed. Quick, retreat. The human Lemu is too strong. This attack has completely reached the invincible level of the god realm. It is not something we can resist. They were extremely eager for the fusion law inheritance token in their hearts, and their greed suppressed their rationality, and they just wanted to stop Li Yang. But they almost forgot how terrible Li Yang's strength was. Before, the 5-element god of the demon clan, Lang Yu, was killed in seconds by Li Yang. Boom. Boom. The alien gods ran as fast as they had come just now, but Li Yang did not let them go. He directly targeted a 5-element god, and his figure moved and approached him in an instant. Why are you chasing me? The alien god was horrified. The 5 gods fled separately. Even if Li Yang was strong enough, it would be difficult to kill them all, but Li Yang chose the direction he was in first. His strength was at most equal to the 2 gods killed by Li Yang before. Li Yang could kill them both, so he could easily kill him. Stop it, the alien god resisted frantically, but still couldn't resist. An attack fell, and without any surprise, his life breath completely disappeared, and his body floated in the void. Li Yang flew over and collected the body of the alien god directly. A 5-element god was full of treasures, and those who dared to deal with him were at least the 3rd tier of 5-element gods, with at least 2 top artifacts on his body, so he naturally couldn't miss it. Humph, you want to deal with me with your strength, you are really overestimating yourself. Looking at the alien gods fleeing frantically in the distance, Li Yang said coldly. Human Lemu, don't be arrogant. All the gods around will come to deal with you, the Blood Emperor of the Demon Clan, our Metal Clan Fire Lord, these invincible gods will also come, you can't escape. Hearing Li Yang's words, a fleeing Metal Clan god in the distance said angrily. Oh? I can't escape? Can you escape now? Li Yang stared at him. Boom. His figure rioted, and he rushed towards the Metal Clan god who spoke. Not good. The Metal Clan alien saw Li Yang chasing him, and his face changed drastically. At this time, he was already far away from Li Yang, and could only see through his soul, so he felt safe in his heart. But Li Yang's speed was too fast, approaching him quickly, and judging from the speed, he would definitely catch up with him. Why did I say so much just now? The Metal Clan 5-element god immediately regretted it in his heart. If he hadn't spoken just now, Li Yang might not have come to deal with him. But there was no way to regret it, he died in the next second. In a short time, 4 of the 9 powerful 5-element gods who came, fell, and the remaining 5 had fled far away, and Li Yang did not choose to chase them at this time. The 5 gods were almost scared and dared not say a word, fearing that they would be targeted by Li Yang again like the talkative Metal Clan strongman just now. Li Yang, you are quite insidious. The strength you showed just now is just the invincible level of the god realm. It seems that you should have some plans in your mind. Li Yang did not speak, and in the soul crystal, Hun Mo laughed. Rightward arrow. He knew Li Yang's strength. 50 years have passed, and even the ordinary invincible level of the God realm can't be Li Yang's opponent. And what Li Yang showed just now was the same as when he used the Black Universe attack 50 years ago. Of course, in the past 50 years, Li Yang relied on the Black Universe attack to make himself an invincible god in the realm of gods. Now he can do it easily by himself. Hearing Han Mo's words, Li Yang said calmly, "Since these alien warriors want to deal with me, I will have a good time with them. After this time, I will leave the killing battlefield. If I miss this opportunity, there will be no next time." After getting the Fusion Law Inheritance token, Li Yang will definitely leave here and go to the Fusion Law Super Inheritance land. Once he leaves, he should not come here again. So, in the last time, Li Yang is ready to do something big. Looking into the distance. This time, let's see how many alien gods I can kill. Li Yang's eyes flashed with light. Those 4 series gods probably dare not deal with him. Those who come to deal with him should be 5 series gods. And a 5 series god has at least 1 top-level artifact and other treasures. Just like he killed 104 series gods at one time before, and got more than a dozen drops of precious ancestral dragon essence blood. And from the several 5-element gods that were killed, perfect god crystals were obtained. Any god may have extremely precious treasures. Now, a large number of 5-element gods in front of him are Li Yang's target. Hun Mo, mark the positions of the gods around me, Li Yang said. No problem, Hun Mo laughed. He had been in contact with Li Yang for a long time and knew exactly what Li Yang was going to do. The powerful soul of the master level emanated, and almost all the traces of the gods in the entire membrane space were covered by the soul of Hun Mo. Then, in Li Yang's mind, a map appeared. On the map, the light spots all represent the 5-element gods. The plan begins. Li Yang's face was calm, and his figure moved quickly towards the distance. The human Lameu appeared in our area. He also killed 4 5-element gods. While Li Yang was thinking about his plan in his mind, the god who escaped before immediately spread his news. And this news quickly spread to the major alien camps. The demon camp. All the 4-element gods of our demon clan should stay away and leave the membrane space. As for the 5-element gods, the ordinary ones should also leave. Those who are stronger than the ordinary 5-element gods should act, but don't act alone. At least a dozen people should act together. In the demon camp, the Demon Blood Emperor quickly issued orders. No one is stupid. Even if they want the fusion law token on Li Yang, they will not let their people die. The 4-element gods were killed instantly in front of Li Yang, who was able to display the invincible power of the god realm, even if these 4-element gods united. The two were not on the same level at all. As for the ordinary level 5-element gods, they were far from being Li Yang's opponents. Therefore, even if they tried to snatch the fusion law inheritance token from Li Yang, they had to be dealt with by stronger people. Thanks to Zero Eta for the 100 reward, thank you. You are listening to Novels at Bless Up channel. Wish you happiness and luck. Please subscribe to receive new novels. How do you feel about this novel? Please like and leave a comment. From the city to the strongest in the universe. Author, G. Difeng Ren. Chapter 629. 4-element gods and ordinary level 5-element gods are far from being Li Yang's opponents. If they dare to deal with Li Yang, they will be killed instantly by Li Yang. As for the third-tier 5-element gods, which are several times stronger than ordinary 5-element gods, they will still be killed instantly by Li Yang alone, but Li Yang can only kill this level of gods instantly. Once they join forces, it will be very difficult for Li Yang to kill them easily again. So as long as they unite, there will be no problem. Yes, Blood Emperor. We are uniting. Hearing the order of the Demon Clan Blood Emperor, the gods of the demon clan said quickly. After giving the order, the corners of the demon clan Blood Emperor's mouth showed an extremely ferocious look. Human Lemu, the Emperor was blocked outside this time, let's see what you can do this time. The demon Blood Emperor roared in his heart, even if you hide in that bead, I will not let you escape. When the demon snake master of my tribe comes, you will die. He really hated Li Yang. He failed to kill Li Yang in several encounters, but was always ridiculed. He, the demon Blood Emperor, even became a stepping stone for the rise of human Lemu. When others talk about human Lemu, they will inevitably mention him, saying that human Lemu has been famous for more than 10 years, but he, who has been famous for billions of years, can't do anything. Of course he will feel angry and aggrieved in his heart. In addition, the world of the Holy Artifact Sect ruins had just ended before, and he and Li Yang were moved together. He thought he could kill Li Yang completely, but he didn't expect that the Emperor of the human race came and he failed again. He felt that he would not have the opportunity to deal with Li Yang in a short time. But he didn't expect the opportunity to come again in a short time. This is the opportunity given to him by God. Boom! With a ferocious face, the figure of the demon Blood Emperor was rioting, and the speed-type holy weapon on his body was activated, and he quickly rushed towards the direction where Li Yang was. Not only the demons, but also other tribes were like this, and they quickly made plans one by one. The membrane space only prevents the emperors from entering from the outside world. We can still get out. Now all the 4 series gods of our tribe have left, and the weaker 5 series gods have also left. Before, several 5 series gods such as Black Shark were easily killed by the human Lemu. If they don't leave, maybe we will encounter the same thing. Yes, all the powerful 5 series gods who stayed behind will unite to deal with the human Lemu. There is only one fusion law inheritance token, and our tribe will try to get it. The tribes discussed quickly. The result of these discussions is undoubtedly that the 4 series gods in the tribe and the weak 5 series gods all left. Among the tens of thousands of gods, the 4 series gods occupied at least half, and the most common 5 series gods also occupied the remaining half. In this way, there are about more than 1,000 5 series gods left. That's right, more than 1,000. Take the core area of the killing battlefield as an example. Among all the 5-element gods, ordinary 5-element gods account for at least 70% to 80%. The number of truly top-level 5-element gods is very small. However, these are the most powerful ones, enough to deal with Li Yang. The major alien races are discussing plans to deal with Li Yang. As for the human race, everyone is also gathering in the God Alliance space at this time, and they are discussing quickly. The human sword emperor looked at everyone and said in a deep voice, now all the major races must go to deal with Lemu. Jin Luo and I will stay and find a chance to save Lemu. Everyone else will leave. He and Jin Luo are both invincible in the human race's god realm. All the alien races except the human race will go to deal with Li Yang. If these people of the human race go, there will be only one result, that is, to die. Only he and Jin Luo are sure to guarantee their own safety, and everyone else is in great danger. Okay, Sword Emperor, Jin Luo, let's all leave. The other gods of the human race all nodded, and they also knew the seriousness of the matter. All major races, including the human race, were shocked. At this time, Li Yang had no time to enter the virtual world, because the people around him quickly moved away and did not dare to approach. However, when the distance was far, they hurriedly caught up. It's the human Lemu. Spread the news quickly and say that we have found the traces of the human Lemu. The gods hurriedly said. At this time, Li Yang was heading towards the area where the film was located. Those alien races are still very smart. The weak 4 series gods and ordinary 5 series gods are ready to leave. As for the rest, the invincible gods and those close to the invincible gods are acting alone, and the other levels are all united, Li Yang said in his heart. With Han Mo's soul exploration, Li Yang naturally knows the situation in this space. Of course, these alien races also know that Li Yang can understand. After all, Li Yang has a detection instrument comparable to a holy weapon, and even the Emperor can't catch him. This is well known. However, the entire space is limited. Even if Li Yang knows their whereabouts, what can he do? The membrane space is so small, let's surround it all. Yes, just surround it. When there are more strong people, we can definitely easily deal with the human lame. The alien races passed messages to each other. This action to surround and kill Li Yang was originally an open conspiracy. Everyone knows that the human lame has a very strong defensive bead. Even if a certain race gathers together, even if several invincible gods gather together, they can't deal with Li Yang at all. This is the best. In the void, Li Yang's figure moved with a sneer on his lips. The stronger you are, the higher the quality of the treasures you carry. There are no weaklings here. I will definitely gain a lot this time. Next, Li Yang continued to flee, and half an hour later, he finally met the first united team. This team is not even from the same tribe, and the major tribes have united. The entire universe is about interests. Now dealing with Li Yang is everyone's common goal, so many alien races naturally united. Human lame, where are you going? Stay here. A total of 15 strong men whose strength is at least several times that of ordinary five-element gods shouted angrily. One of them will be killed instantly by Li Yang, but if they unite, their strength can at least match that of the Fire Skull Clan soul. And the Fire Skull Clan soul, even if it is a true invincible strong man in the God realm, cannot kill him in a short time. Of course, it is possible to kill him if it takes a little longer. But throughout the space, many gods around are constantly coming over. Li Yang couldn't have much time. You guys want me to stay? Looking at the team of gods in front of him, Li Yang laughed. He swung the spear in his hand, and then a spear light shot out. The entire spear light quickly enlarged, covering the sky and the sun, and crushed towards the 15 gods. From the city to the strongest in the universe. Author, G. Difeng Ren. Chapter 630. Li Yang swung the spear in his hand, and a spear light attacked, covering the sky and the sun, and crushed towards the 15 five-element gods. Unite to resist. The 15 gods did not dare to be careless at all, and waves emanated from their bodies, and then a huge film formed in front of them. The huge spear light collided with the film. Bang, an extremely dull sound came. The terrifying power spread wildly around. Crack, another crisp sound came, and the defensive film could not resist and broke directly. The spear light directly passed through the bodies of the gods. These gods felt their blood boiling, and blood even flowed from the corners of their mouths. Even if they united, they were still no match for Li Yang. The human lame is so strong. Didn't the Demon Blood Emperor say that the human lame's strength was a disguise? His real strength has not reached the invincible level of the God realm, and he did it because of some kind of trump card. Has the human lame's trump card not been used up yet? He has so many trump cards. The gods looked at Li Yang with vigilance. They still believed what the Demon Blood Emperor said, and Li Yang's strength without the trump card might be about the same as their combined strength. However, Li Yang's trump cards kept coming out, and no one knew when they would be used up. Whoosh! Under their gaze, Li Yang flew towards them again. Hurry, keep resisting. Go in the direction of the other teams. Seeing Li Yang flying over, the faces of the 15 gods changed drastically. With the strength that Li Yang showed just now, if it took a little longer, it would be possible to kill them all. They all looked vigilant. Growing to this point? Who wants to perish? However, after flying for just 1 second, Li Yang suddenly turned around and flew away again. Haha, I won't play with you anymore, Li Yang laughed, and when the voice came, his figure was already far away. Human lame, you left. Seeing Li Yang leave, the 15 gods breathed a sigh of relief, and then they became furious again. The Demon Blood Emperor is right, the human Lameu's strength must be disguised, and the trump card of the invincible level attack in the God realm is used once, so he dare not fight us. We should have entangled him just now. Just now they were afraid, but seeing Li Yang leave, they felt that they were okay again. Chase, the 15 gods shouted angrily, and chased after Li Yang again. On the other side, Li Yang was checking the number of people surrounding him. There are more and more gods. Li Yang looked carefully. Li Yang, you have to be careful. The combined power of so many gods is very terrifying, Hun Mo said. Even if most of the gods leave, there are only more than 1,000 5-element gods to deal with Li Yang. However, among these more than 1,000 gods, the weakest is several times stronger than the ordinary 5-element gods. When their power is combined, it is definitely beyond the level of ordinary emperors. Once they are completely united, Li Yang will not be able to resist it. The space bead can't resist the connection attack of everyone. Don't worry, I know my limits. Hearing this, Li Yang smiled. When the number of people reaches a certain level, I will take action. His eyes flashed. Time went on, and then, there were more and more alien gods. Several teams had already met Li Yang, and there were hundreds of gods of the 5 elements in total. Human Lameu, don't run away. Hand over the inheritance token of the fusion law, and we will spare your life. Rightward arrow. The gods shouted angrily. At the same time, attacks came towards Li Yang. Hearing this, Li Yang laughed and said, haha, there is only one fusion law. Do you want to fight and see which one is stronger, and then I will give it to whoever. The Suanmi gun was swung, and an attack was launched. A group of 15 people were immediately repelled, but more attacks came. Just as the words fell, Li Yang suddenly looked not far away. Boom! There was an extremely sharp sword light coming directly. This sword light was not big, only about 1 meter, but it emitted extremely terrifying fluctuations. On its way forward, the entire void seemed to be cut in half by a pair of scissors, and countless destructive air currents rushed out frantically. Facing this attack, Li Yang swung the Suanmi gun in his hand, and the tip of the gun collided directly with the sharp sword light. Under Li Yang's attack, the sword light directly dissipated. Boom! In the void, a figure appeared at this time. It was a metal rock life, its body was completely red, and a strong evil spirit emanated. I don't know how much killing it has experienced. Fire Lord of the Metal Clan, looking at the person who came, Li Yang said in a deep voice. The person who came was the invincible level of the God realm of the Metal Clan. The first invincible level of the God realm is here. Human Lameu, looking at Li Yang, the Fire Lord said calmly, hand over the inheritance token of the fusion law, and I will let you go. Most of the Metal Clan are good at defense, but this Fire Lord is good at attacking. His body is flashing with hot waves, and his whole body is like a ball of fire burning. Hand over the token. Looking at the Fire Lord, Li Yang said in a calm voice, okay, Metal Clan Fire Lord, give me all the treasures on your body first, and then I will give you the token. Hearing Li Yang's words, the Fire Lord immediately shouted angrily, human Lameu, are you kidding? He is an invincible king in the realm of gods, and he has several top-level artifacts on him, plus various other treasures. How could he give these to Li Yang? Some of his strength is also improved by the various treasures and top-level artifacts on his body. If he gives them away, his strength will be directly reduced. Are you kidding? Hearing this, Li Yang showed a hint of sarcasm at the corner of his mouth and said, Metal Clan Fire Lord, you are joking first. Do you think the treasures on you can compare with the Fusion Law inheritance token? In terms of treasure level, the fusion law inheritance token on his body can be measured by a mere top-level artifact. If the transaction is really carried out, it is estimated that many tribes are willing to take out several holy artifacts. A fusion law inheritance token represents an emperor. What does it matter if the tribe takes out a few more holy artifacts for one more emperor? Hearing Li Yang's words, the Metal Clan Fire Lord was completely furious at this time. Human lame you, I gave you a chance but you didn't want it. If that's the case, then you can't blame me. Boom. The terrifying aura on the Fire Lord's body emanated, and his figure rioted, attacking Li Yang directly. There were thousands of flame sword lights attacking one after another, densely packed, and these flame sword lights formed a large formation, covering Li Yang. It was the famous attack of the Metal Clan Fire Lord, Thousand Flame Sword Technique. Human lame you, my attack is range-based. It is rumored that you have a series of invincible attack trump cards at the level of the God Realm, which made your strength reach the same level as mine. This time, let me see how many you can use. The Metal Clan Fire Lord said coldly. He believed what the Demon Clan Blood Emperor said, and he also firmly believed that Li Yang's strength was a disguise. For range-based attacks, Li Yang would need to constantly use his trump cards to resist. In this case, Li Yang's trump cards would be quickly consumed. After many trump cards are consumed, Li Yang, whose strength has been reduced, will directly become a catfish on the chopping board. Thanks to 08A for the 100 UN reward. Thank you.